Till Death Us Do Part was one of the most watched British sitcoms of its era. Today, its content feels so confrontational that even repeats would spark immediate controversy.
Bloody BBC, wrong again.
Fact 1.
Rich landowners keep cattle in better places than this.
Excuse me, that's my home you're talking about.
The show placed racism directly in the dialogue. Slurs were spoken clearly. Bigotry was not implied, it was explicit. The main character voiced prejudice constantly.
And what they funds in their pockets, I mean, that's good, isn't it?
The intent was satirical. The execution was confrontational. Audiences were expected to understand irony. That expectation feels risky today. Context required media literacy. Not everyone had it. Some viewers laughed for the wrong reasons. The BBC accepted that risk. Modern broadcasting avoids it. Rewatching feels shocking. The language lands harder now. Satire relies on distance. That distance has collapsed. The joke no longer protects the words. The discomfort overwhelms intent. Intent becomes secondary to impact. And once impact dominates, broadcast becomes impossible.
I give you terrible hit fight. Hit.
No,
I give you hit on old Jewish conch, I give you.
Fact 2.
Wind them down to the devil, that's what he'll do. And then dig coal from here to eternity.
Make it nice not for when you get there.
Alf Garnett was designed to repel. He was loud and aggressive. His opinions were extreme. Sympathy was never the goal. The show forced proximity to him. Viewers could not escape his voice. This was deliberate provocation. Comedy came from endurance. Modern sitcoms soften leads. Relatability is prioritized now. Alf refuses charm. His rigidity defines him. Rewatching removes comic buffer. What remains is hostility. The show offers no relief. Growth never arrives. Stasis preserves confrontation. The BBC once embraced this. Today it feels antagonistic. Audience alignment becomes unstable.
I bet they knew his mummy round the back of the nappy, eh?
Laughing feels uncomfortable. Discomfort becomes the point, and when discomfort replaces humour, tolerance runs out.
I've given you mine as well. I couldn't eat anything. I'm so excited.
Yeah, all right. Don't make me head all wet, eh?
Fact 3.
Now, let's see. Monday, you had 2 pints.
Yeah.
And a tanner each way on Crown Prince, and he went down, didn't he?
The show assumed viewers recognised irony. Prejudice was meant to be exposed, not endorsed. This depended on shared understanding. Cultural context did the work. That context has shifted. Media consumption has changed. Clips circulate without framing. Nuance disappears instantly. Rewatching isolates dialogue.
What are you talking about nothing to wear? What about that dress I bought you for the coronation?
Isolation strips intention. Satire becomes quotation. Quotation becomes endorsement accidentally. The BBC cannot control interpretation now. Responsibility has shifted. The risk is too high. What once challenged views now amplifies them. The show trusted its audience deeply. That trust feels impossible today. Without context, satire misfires. Misfiring satire causes harm. Harm outweighs commentary. And once harm dominates, repetition becomes indefensible.
Happy anniversary, dear Mummy and Daddy! Happy anniversary to you!
Fact 4.
Bloody filthy out there he is.
Should suit you then.
What are you on about?
These.
Arguments filled the living room. Shouting replaced conversation. Aggression felt routine. Marriage was combative. Respect was absent. The home became a battleground. Comedy mined hostility. Tension never softened. Modern sitcoms balance conflict.
Will you shut up, the pair of you? I don't care whose bloody cheese is. I don't want cheese. I ain't a bloody mouse.
This one escalated it. Rewatching feels exhausting. Emotional labour is relentless. Resolution never arrives. Conflict defines identity. The show normalised verbal abuse. It framed it as realism. Today, realism demands care. Care is absent here. The tone feels harsh. Laughter offers no relief. The audience endures alongside characters. Endurance becomes the joke. The joke feels cruel now, and when cruelty replaces warmth, audiences disengage.
I did not set up to watch that. I set up to complain about it. That's what I set up for.
Fact 5.
Bloody greedy pig!
Right. So last time I buy you ham.
The BBC once encouraged offence. The series aired at peak times. Families watched together. The BBC defended it publicly. Offence was part of its mission. Challenging viewers mattered. That philosophy has changed. Risk management dominates now. Complaints move faster. Social media amplifies reaction. Rewatching reveals institutional confidence. The BBC trusted context to protect meaning. That protection no longer exists. Fragmented viewing removes safeguards. The same content lands differently.
It comes out your bloody housekeeping. Listen, Shirley Temple,
Responsibility feels heavier. Institutional defence feels weaker. The show cannot be reframed easily. Education is not enough. Warnings cannot neutralise tone. Offence arrives before explanation. The BBC avoids that imbalance now. Avoidance replaces provocation, and once provocation becomes liability, silence follows.
It's from your tobacco tax, isn't it? So if the whole nation stops smoking tomorrow, all that money's down the drain, it.
Fact 6.
A well-known fact that your German cannot think on the left side of his brain.
The show relied on language as its primary weapon. Shock came from words, not situations. Slurs were spoken openly. Insults were delivered without cushioning. Dialogue carried the controversy.
One's allowed to put one drink down and one slicked.
Tone amplified impact. Repetition normalized extremity. Viewers were expected to endure. Endurance became part of the joke. Satire relied on tolerance. Modern audiences reject that demand. Language now circulates freely online. Clips lose their narrative frame. Context disappears instantly. Words stand alone. Alone they feel aggressive. Rewatching isolates the offence. Irony struggles to survive extraction. The BBC anticipates this risk today. Broadcasting assumes fragmentation. Responsibility now extends beyond intent. Language can no longer be contained, and once words escape context, control is lost completely.
The whole of London stood still. The whole of England stood still. Buses stopped, trains stopped.
They'll be stopping again soon.
Shut up.
Fact 7.
And having no respect, mocking their elders and betters and calling me bloody skinhead.
Alf's worldview was shaped by class resentment. Economic frustration fueled his rage. Social change felt threatening. Authority felt distant. Decline felt personal. The show channeled this anger constantly. Comedy emerged from bitterness. Bitterness replaced empathy. Alf never adapted. Adaptation felt like surrender. The audience witnessed stagnation. Rewatching reveals grievance politics. Progress is treated as betrayal. Change becomes enemy. The show exposes this mentality. It also amplifies it. Satire walks a narrow line. Some viewers recognize critique. Others recognize themselves. That ambiguity feels dangerous now. Class anger still resonates. Resonance without framing becomes endorsement. The BBC avoids this ambiguity today. And when anger mirrors reality too closely, satire risks collapse.
Thanks to me and the Tory government, he's only paying 25 shillings a week rent for a room in a £20,000 house.
Fact 8.
You really love that woman. That That was one of the best love stories ever. That was better than Romeo and Juliet.
Female characters absorbed emotional fallout. They mediated constantly. Patience was expected, resistance was limited, voices were overshadowed, domestic labour went unquestioned, emotional labour went unpaid, the home became battleground, women managed the damage, their frustration was contained, comedy mined their endurance, rewatching exposes. Imbalance. The conflict centres male rage. Women stabilise the environment.
I look all right. What's worrying me is, am I going to eat anything?
Stability costs them silently. The show rarely pauses for their perspective. Their agency feels constrained. Endurance replaces expression. Modern sitcoms redistribute voice. This one did not. The imbalance feels dated now. Laughter no longer softens it. And when endurance is demanded unequally, discomfort replaces comedy.
Only stops me in the street and asks me if I got a special rate for old age pensioners, like they got up the pictures.
Fact 9.
What are you laughing at? You're going bloody senile, you are. Go and get a tea on. Go on, you silly great pudding. Up it quick.
Arguments were not episodic. They were constant. Shouting defined rhythm. Silence was rare. Resolution never arrived. Conflict reset weekly. Growth was impossible. Stasis preserved tension. Comedy depended on repetition. Rewatching feels exhausting. Emotional escalation never pauses.
But I had no bloody lunch. He's all right. He had his, didn't he? Bloody marvellous, isn't it?
There is no relief valve. Modern comedy balances conflict. This show rejected balance. Aggression became atmosphere. Atmosphere became identity. Viewers endured alongside characters. Endurance became participation. Participation feels heavy now. The joke offers no escape. Conflict consumes every scene. Nothing offsets it. That relentlessness defines the experience. And when conflict never resolves, audiences eventually disengage.
You're all right. If you were gonna die, you'd be dead ages ago.
Fact 10.
That's marvellous. That's going to show me up lovely, isn't it, eh? Look.
The BBC once embraced provocation. Offence was defended publicly. Challenging viewers was mission-driven. Risk was cultural currency. That era has ended. Broadcasting now anticipates backlash. Complaints travel instantly. Context cannot keep up. Institutional defence feels fragile. Rewatching shows confidence. The BBC trusted framing. Framing no longer holds. Fragmentation undermines intention. Responsibility feels heavier now. Education cannot neutralise offence. Warnings cannot soften tone. Satire struggles to land safely. The show cannot be reframed easily. Distance has not softened impact, it has sharpened it. The BBC avoids this exposure now. Silence replaces risk. The decision feels inevitable. And once provocation becomes liability, repetition ends.
Like his head, you mean?
Turn you into a pufter.
Fact 11.
I am smoking for England and the Queen. God bless her.
The show relied heavily on ironic distance. That distance was not explained. Viewers were expected to recognise satire instinctively. Irony lived between lines. Delivery mattered more than framing. Tone carried meaning silently. This demanded cultural literacy. Not all viewers shared it. Some laughed at the wrong moments. Others felt validated. The show accepted that risk. Today, that risk feels irresponsible. Irony collapses when isolated. Clips strip away tone. Words remain literal. Literal meaning dominates reaction. Rewatching highlights fragility. Satire depends on shared codes. Those codes have shifted. Media literacy varies widely. The BBC cannot assume irony now. Misreading becomes inevitable. And when irony fails, intention no longer protects content.
I can bloody see him wobbling away there.
Fact 12.
Everybody sat round smiling, paper hats on, pudding crackers, a fire blazing in the grate there.
And you still up the pub.
There was no corrective voice, no character consistently challenged Alf. Opposition existed but lacked authority. Balance was uneven. The narrative did not guide interpretation. Viewers were left alone with hostility. This was intentional. Discomfort was the lesson. Modern television provides anchors. Moral framing feels necessary now. Rewatching feels unmoored. Nothing stabilizes the tone. Rage dominates scenes. The absence of guidance feels stark. Audiences search for direction. The show refuses to provide it. This refusal once felt bold. Now it feels risky. Without anchors, meaning drifts. Drift invites misuse. The BBC avoids unanchored satire. Responsibility demands clarity. Clarity would alter the show fundamentally. And without guidance, repetition becomes untenable.
Sorry, you can't sit in here. Not with these tickets. This is first class.
Fact 13.
Will you get off out of it? Trying to bloody sleep!
The show equated shock with attention. Offence guaranteed conversation. Silence meant failure. Loudness ensured relevance. This strategy worked then. Audiences gathered around broadcast schedules. Shock unified discussion. Today, shock fragments audiences. Outrage splinters context. Engagement becomes conflict. Rewatching shows reliance on provocation. Provocation drives every scene. There is little variation. Escalation replaces nuance. Modern platforms reward outrage differently. Algorithms amplify extremes. The same shock spreads uncontrollably. The BBC no longer seeks this risk. Engagement now requires responsibility. Provocation feels dangerous. Shock ages poorly. What once challenged norms now entrenches division. The show cannot escape that shift. Strategy no longer aligns with outcome. And when shock stops uniting audiences, it becomes a liability.
You're not speaking on it.
There's nobody on the other end, is there, stupid great fat big cow?
Fact 14.
I didn't realise you was a Yiddish boy.
I ain't a bloody Yiddish boy.
Till Death Us, Du Part captures a specific social moment. Attitudes were transitional, old certainties were eroding, anxiety filled the gap. The show preserved that tension, it did not resolve it. Rewatching reveals a fossilized mindset. Change is resisted aggressively. Fear dominates response. The past feels louder now. Distance sharpens contrast. What once felt current feels alien. The show documents a worldview. That documentation is valuable historically.
Bloody Yiddish boy! Who's he kidding?
Broadcasting it unfiltered feels different. Education requires framing. Entertainment once carried it alone. The BBC now separates roles. History is contextualized carefully. This show resists context. Its power lies in immediacy. Immediacy clashes with modern standards. The moment cannot be recreated safely. Preservation conflicts with broadcast responsibility. And when a show freezes fear, replaying it reignites tension.
Can I have the other side on, please?
Fact 15.
I smoke my pipe in peace and no arm waving and opening bloody windows.
The show's reputation endures through unease. It is remembered as confrontational. Debate follows its name. That debate defines its legacy. Laughter is secondary now. Analysis replaces nostalgia. Rewatching rarely feels casual. The discomfort dominates memory. This was partly intentional. The creators wanted friction. Friction created impact. Impact created history. But legacy evolves. What once challenged norms now tests boundaries. The BBC measures harm differently now. Cultural responsibility has shifted. The show cannot adapt. Its form is fixed. Editing would dilute meaning. Repeating would inflame reaction. Silence becomes the compromise. The legacy survives academically. Broadcast survival is not required. The discomfort remains instructive. It reminds us how far standards moved, and in that sense, the show still speaks, even in absence.